there. Don't go in there. You've been in there a million times before. There is nothing new. There is nothing new. If you have been shopping at the same store on repeat for years, stay tuned. I've got alternatives to your favorite go-to stores in today's video. Hey, this is Netta. Welcome to my channel. My whole goal for this channel is to help you build a wardrobe you love so you look beautiful and you feel confident every single day. Every single day, I believe that we should be able to get dressed in a way that's effortless, that's inspiring, that's stress and drama free. And if you want to be able to walk into your closet every morning and love what you see and be able to pull together outfits easily, then I would suggest checking out my Style Confidence program. It is the best and most supportive way to get support around your style and basically have a stylist who can weigh in on your shopping choices and your outfit choices, who can help you with, I will do the body type analysis for you and the color analysis. It's just all the things in one neat little package, and it's also really, really affordable. Plus, you'll be joining a bunch of other women who are on the same journey. So if that sounds like something you're interested in, I would so encourage you to join us. We just have the best people. So I want to talk today about, this might be a little bit controversial, but the topic of today's video is shop here, not there. Now, disclaimer, I am not telling you to not shop at the not there stores. What I am telling you is that there are alternatives to the stores that may have been your favorites for years, right? There are alternatives to stores that have been your go-to and that maybe you've been shopping on repeat. Now, one of the things I was just talking to the women in my style program yesterday actually about was the need to have a store, a go-to store. Like if you have a store where clothes fit you, right? Where they fit, like you can find things that fit and they suit your style and they suit your lifestyle and they suit your budget. That checks all the boxes. We don't have to reinvent the wheel and find 950 other places to shop from. However, I do think it helps to broaden our horizons at times and see where we may be stuck. And if we're not making the best choices at some of those stores, maybe we can find another store that has the same aesthetic, that maybe is in the same budget range, that maybe will also work for us so that we can have a more well-rounded wardrobe. One of the things that we don't ever want to do is look like an ad for a specific brand, right? Like you don't want to look like the White House Black Market model, although they're beautiful, that season, or you don't want to look like the J. Jill catalog cover that season, right? You want to look like yourself. So doing that sometimes either takes an artful mix of old and new pieces in your wardrobe and infusing your own personal style into the new pieces that you buy, but it can also take having a slightly broader selection of items to choose from. So it doesn't look like you walked into White House Black Market, which I see over and over again in my community. You walk into White House Black Market, you buy everything that's new for that season, and you wear it, and you see yourself coming and going. You see yourself coming and going. Everybody's wearing the same stuff. Everyone's wearing the same stuff. How do you prevent that from happening? You prevent that from happening by not buying the super statement-y pieces from a brand that season, the pieces that everyone's going to be buying, and you prevent that from happening by having a couple of different stores at your disposal to choose from. So this shop here, not there is really going to give you options to what may be your current favorite store. So let's get started. Now, I'm kind of loosely, these are my own categorizations and they are loose, but I find that if you are a Talbots customer, then you've probably got kind of preppy to classic style. And I would encourage you to also check out then J. Crew and Boden, because J. Crew and Boden are going to have that similar preppy classic aesthetic, but they're going to be a little bit more modern, and it's going to be easier to not buy something that is dated or potentially frumpy at J. Crew and Boden than it is at Talbots. Now, just disclaimer again, there are a couple of these in today's video. I love Talbots this season. And then for the last couple of years, I have loved Talbots, especially their styling. Like the way that they're styling the models in their ads and in their commercials and stuff is amazing. The models look beautiful. Of course they look beautiful, they're models, but I mean the outfits and the way that the outfits are styled is beautiful. However, Talbots has really, really great pieces this season, and then some not great pieces that are like, you're like, wait, I thought we were done with that. I thought we were changing. I thought we were turning over a new leaf, but look, here is a bad, like, you know, tee that nobody should be wearing. Like, you know, so you get those items in there. So you don't get those items when you go to J. Crew and when you go to Boden. And so that's where the shop here, not there idea came from. So I'm going to show you some items from J. Crew and from Boden that are parallels, that are not dupes, but that are alternatives to the Talbots items, so that you can see how, if you like one store, you might also like items from another. And chances are you might be shopping across these stores anyway, but I want to show you just kind of like items from each of these stores and the difference in how they look. Okay, the first is a silver loafer. Now, silver is a fabulous, it's the metal of the season, and a silver loafer is a great piece for the season. It will go with all your outfits. I think this is a fabulous choice. One of the women in my my VIP group shared a pair of silver loafers in an outfit, and it looked ridiculously cute. So this is Talbot's version. This is their Ryan leather loafers. This reminds me of the Sam Edelman loafers that I've cautioned you about a little bit, because they can look a little masculine, I don't know, but in silver they absolutely work. So if you like a sleeker loafer, this one from Talbots is a great choice. I'm not dismissing that loafer. That's a really, really nice choice for a sleeker loafer. Now, J. Crew also has a silver loafer. This is their, I think it's the Winona. These are all going to be linked below in the catalog, but this is their Winona silver loafer. Like, it's chunkier, it's got a little bit of a lug sole, it's a little bit of a different style. Now, Talbots does have its own chunky loafers, just not in silver. So when we're looking at the silver loafer trend, this is J. Crew's entry into the silver loafer trend, and I think it's awesome. So, you know, if you want to go sleek or you want to go chunky, that's your choice, but I want to show you what the options are. Boden also has, this is more like it's a darker silver, kind of a crackled finish. This is a moccasin loafer from Boden in their silver. So you can see that if you like the things at Talbots, you might also like the things at J. Crew, you might also like the things at Boden, and it gives you just some options, right? Okay, now let's talk about tweed jackets. Tweed jackets. This is the Talbots tweed jacket. I really like it. It's lovely, it's beautiful, it's classic. Obviously, a tweed jacket is classic, but it's also trending right now. Like, tweed jackets are having a moment, and this is Talbot's version of a tweed jacket. Now, this does have a subtle pattern on it, which can be a little bit limiting, but if you like that, go for it. Absolutely. Okay, J. Crew, this Francis jacket from J. Crew, I think it's their Francis jacket. I love this jacket. I've mentioned it in several videos. This is their answer to it, and I think it's a step up from the Talbots jacket. I think the details on it are a little cooler and a little bit more interesting. However, that might be a personal style thing. They are both modern. They're both on trend. There's nothing wrong with either of those jackets, but this is the J. Crew version. So you're going to want to look, like, for example, if you try on the J. Crew jacket and it doesn't fit well and you really like this silhouette, you can try it at Talbots, you can try it at Boden, and you're gonna have options, right? Now, Boden doesn't have it in beige, but it does have it in this navy color. Boden's is the simplest of all. Each of these brands has different versions of this tweed jacket. I just found one that is the most similar. J. Crew has many of the cropped Chanel style jackets, including knit versions as well as tweed versions. Boden also has several, and Talbots has a couple as well. So you're gonna find a lot of options in these, but I really like this Boden version as well. This is the sleekest and the simplest of the bunch. So again, you've got options, right? Okay, let's look at the next category in these three stores, and that's the striped tee. I think that a striped tee is like just a classic wardrobe staple, but I always caution you against striped tees that have a lot going on, and you will see a lot of those at Talbots. Like, they've got multicolored stripes, or they've got like wide stripes at the top, and no stripes at the bottom. You know, they just are funky, and I really think that the tee that you need to check that box in your wardrobe is that simple classic Breton style or Marinier style tee, right? Now, I think that J. Crew and Boden do it better than almost anybody. I'm going to show you the J. Crew one. This is the red and white striped one. Of course, they have navy and white and black and white and all the colors, but they do a great Breton tee at J. Crew. It's just a classic. It's a boxy style. It's that very specific silhouette. Boxy without being oversized. It's just the perfect Breton tee. Another brand that does it very, very, very well is Boden. I've been talking about Boden's Breton tees forever. They are lovely. They're really, really nice quality, a nice thicker fabric. They drape beautifully. They're classic. These are pieces that you're going to have for a really long time. So this is Boden's version. Now, Talbots has a ton of striped tees, but the closest I could find to a Breton striped tee is this one that's 2 shades of blue. And you can see it's not the same look, right? So again, maybe if you've checked that navy and white, black and white, or maybe even red and white striped tee box, you can go to a different tee. This one is nice. It's not my favorite, but there's nothing wrong with it. Like that is a very nice striped tee if that's your preference. So you can see the same item across different stores. I hope that you can see kind of the difference between the way that these stores take an iconic piece or a trend piece and make it their own, right? Okay, now we're going to look at the next personal style category, and that's, I'm going to call this polished, but this is the style for women who like to have a lot going on their clothes. They like fancy clothes. They like stuff. They like stuff on their clothes. I sort of fall into this category, but not in this specific aesthetic. But I do like creative, interesting, funky clothes. This is kind of like polished, fancy, slightly busy clothes. Now, there's a way to do busy and have it look cool and modern, and then there's a way to do busy and have it look over the top and dated, right? So the stores that I feel like fit into this category are White House Black Market, Boston Proper, and Express. Now, in this case, there are actually categories. I would say Boston Proper is the one to be the most careful of. White House Black Market comes next. Lots and lots of good options, some not so great options. And then Express, pretty much mostly good options in that vein of polished, sparkly, having a lot going on, right? Okay, so let's look at some pieces. I'm going to show you, I actually love this dress from White House Black Market. This is their hot pink. It's a hot pink wrap dress. It is beautiful. That's a fabulous choice if you like a piece like that, if you're looking for a hot pink, you know, that Barbie pink color. Love that dress. Now, this is Boston Proper's version of a hot pink dress for the season. It's not bad. It's actually relatively subdued for Boston Proper, but it's still not, like, that would not be, out of the 3 that I'm going to show you, that is my least favorite option. And then finally, Express. This is my favorite. I feel like it is shorter, so you're going to keep that in mind. It might be too short for you, but I love that ruching at the front. I think that's going to be really flattering, and I also love the tone of that pink. But with White House Black Market and Express, both of those dresses, you cannot go wrong. Okay, let's look at another category. We're going to talk about a red, like, fancy top here, right? Like a red kind of going out top. You're going to start with the Boston Proper version, and this picture right here is going to show you everything you need to know about Boston Proper. There's a lot going on, because not only are they wearing the red top, and the red top has enough going on, right? It's like velvety and like sparkly and a bunch of stuff, right? But then they decide that you also need the collar, whatever thing there with a big red flower on it. Like, one of those is enough. If you're going to do a statement piece like that in an outfit, you don't need to do 9 of them, because then it looks over the top. And that's where sometimes these brands go off track, in my opinion. The clothes can be over the top in a way that doesn't look modern. And so that's my feeling about. Now, you can take this Boston Proper top and make it your own and style it in a really modern way, but the way they have it styled here, not your friend, not my friend. Okay, this is the White House Black Market one. This is a very nice, elegant, simple, red kind of wrap style top. That's lovely. I still, however, prefer the Express version. I'm going to put that up. I love the shape of this top. It's got a slight peplum. It's going to be really flattering to the waistline. I just love it. I think it's beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. Okay, next party top from these same 3 stores. This is a sequin top. I'm going to show you the Boston Proper sequin top. Again, you're going to see how it's styled. It's worn with jeans that are slightly low, just a little bit too low. It's got a fancy belt, tight jeans, and then this shirt that I don't like that fit of that shirt. It's not a modern fit. That cowl neck, like, none of that. That is not a great sequin top. I would say absolutely skip that one. Now, you want an update to that sequin top, or an upgrade. I actually really love this one from White House Black Market. I think this is lovely. This is a one shoulder top that is very modern, very cool, very sleek, and it's actually styled in a really, really nice way in this picture. So you really want to look at the styling because it will tell you a lot about who they think their customer is, right? Who they think their person is. And then this last one, this is Express's version. This is like a boxy tee in a sequin, in a blush sequin, similar color to the Boston Proper one. I love this. I think that's fabulous. Like I've said with going out tops and sequin tops and stuff like that, you want to keep them really simple because that's how they're going to look modern, and it's not going to look like, oh, that's a very basic party top. Like that's a really, really nice version. Okay, so now that I'm done talking about the polished / a lot going on style aesthetic, which nothing wrong with any of the, like all of these are fabulous style aesthetics. You just want to execute them well, right? There are good and bad versions of every one of these styles. The next thing I want to talk about is boho. Now, there are a lot of brands that do boho really well, but the ones that I'm going to highlight today are Soft Surroundings, Anthropologie, and Cezanne. Now, Soft Surroundings has some great pieces, but I will say if you love Soft Surroundings, you might want to consider looking at Anthropologie, and you might want to consider looking at Cezanne. Now, Cezanne is not as well known as these others. Most of these other stores are very, very well known in the US, but Cezanne is like a niche French brand that has beautiful pieces, and I could not help mentioning them because they just do things really, really fabulously. Okay, so we are going to look at some pieces from those three brands. First, let's look at a velvet top. Here is Soft Surroundings velvet top. This is, just a velvet tunic top. This is their simplest velvet top. Their shorter velvet top had like a pin tuck detail in the front, and then they had a patterned velvet top. But if you're looking for a solid velvet top, this is Soft Surroundings version, and it's fine. There's nothing wrong with that. I don't love it because of the length, but that is totally fine. Now, Anthropologie has their own velvet top. This comes in multiple colors. This is beautiful. I think this is from their own brand, Pilcrow, which I love, and that's just a great velvet top. So you can see the difference in the styling between these two brands, but they both have a boho aesthetic. Now, Soft Surroundings, I would say it straddles like boho and create like relaxed natural, but I'm picking out the kind of the boho-ish pieces from Soft Surroundings. Okay, Cezanne doesn't actually have a velvet top, but it has this green corduroy top that has a similar feel to me, and I think it's beautiful. So you can see the different options across the different brands and kind of pick and choose the one that works best for you. Okay, the next thing I want to talk about is kind of like an embellished white blouse or top across these three brands. Now, the first one from Soft Surroundings, I actually am obsessed with this top. I think it's beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. I love it. Now, Anthropologie has its own version. It's a little bit of a subtler embroidery detail, but also really, really pretty. I think this is a great option from Anthropologie. And then Cezanne does these tops. I could have picked 12 of them from Cezanne. Does these tops better than anybody. I feel like if you want a beautiful feminine kind of embroidered or lacy white top, you get it from Cezanne. This is I think they call this the honey top. I'll have all this below. But it's just beautiful. It's beautiful. Their workmanship is beautiful. The quality is beautiful. It's just a beautiful white top. At roughly the same prices as the other brands. Like these are all kind of similar price points. Okay, the next thing I want to talk about is a sequin top from these three brands. Now, I'm going to shout out to Soft Surroundings because this sequin top is really, really cool. It's just a simple button-down top in sequins. Like, I love that they're doing that rather than making the top feathered and also this and also that and also this. It's a simple silhouette, but it's in sequins, which I love. Anthropologie also has a really cool sequin top. This comes in a couple of different colors, and I think that's a great option. This is going to be a little bit blousy, a little bit more oversized. They're not exactly the same tops, but you can see, like I said, the way that these different brands illustrate these different trends, right? And then Cezanne they don't have a sequin top, but they do have the coolest sequin pants. So I have to show you these. They are fabulous. So just, you can see the styling, you can see the color palette, and you can see the way that these different brands do sequins. Because sequins are tricky. I like sparkly things. I'm a sparkly girl, but sequins are tricky because you want that balance between a piece that's elegant and a piece that is also fun and festive, right? You want it to be modern festive, not dated festive. Okay, the next style category I want to talk about is the relaxed natural style. Like if you like laid back, flowy, effortless, casual pieces, then this might be your style aesthetic. It's personified at the higher end of the price point by Eileen Fisher. Does Relaxed Natural very well. But of course, we know J. Jill is the Relaxed Natural kind of mall brand. And then Garnet Hill is an online only brand. It's been around for a really long time, really nice quality. They have their own labels, and then they also have other brands that they carry that definitely has that relaxed natural aesthetic. Okay, let's look at a couple of pieces across two of the brands, J. Jill and Garnet Hill. I just did an Eileen Fisher video, so I'm going to show you J. Jill and Garnet Hill and kind of how they execute the same item, right? Okay, the first one is the J. Jill velvet dress. I love this dress. I love this dress. You have to be careful, J. Jill. There are a lot of misses, but this dress is a hit. I think it's a beautiful, beautiful, relaxed velvet dress that's easy and effortless and has that whole vibe that J. Jill is known for. Now, Garnet Hill has their own version that I also love. It's just a different style. It's a shirt dress. It's relaxed. It's simple. It's easy. It's effortless. It's flowy. And I love that. Okay, next category in these two brands is a relaxed knit dress. Now here is where J. Jill takes a turn for the worse. I do not love this dress at all. It's very, very boxy, and I don't think it's all that flattering. I don't understand what's going on with the pattern and the neckline and the sleeve length. It's just, this is just not a great knit dress. I love a good knit dress. I love a good throw on and go knit dress that's cute and comfortable and checks all the boxes, but this is not it for me from J. Jill. Instead, I would go for this one from Garnet Hill. It's got the same ease, it's got the same comfort, but it is a lot more modern. The fit is more modern, the shape is more modern, the pattern is more modern. This also comes in solids, and I just think that that's a better choice from Garnet Hill. And in the catalog, I'll also put a couple of Eileen Fisher options for these. A final look I want to show you is a velvet two-piece outfit. I'm going to show you the J. Jill version first. It's pretty basic, but it's kind of like velvet and loungy, or you know, it's like stretchy. It looks like stretchy pants or like a pull-on pant and a top in velvet. It's fine. There's nothing wrong with this. It's very, very nice, but I definitely prefer the Garnet Hill version. I'm going to pop that up. It's a flowy wide leg velvet pant and a velvet blazer. I think that is fabulous. It's a relaxed way to wear velvet. You can wear it to lounge. You can wear it to a casual party. It's just an easy, and both of those pieces obviously are going to be just as versatile separated as they are cute together. So just gives you some options. So I hope that this encouraged you to think outside of the box and to maybe shop at other places that maybe you haven't tried. If you can see that you can find at the same type of item at another store and maybe get a better fit, maybe get a more modern look, maybe get a more elevated finish or detail, and maybe just give yourself some more options, right? Just give yourself some more options so that your wardrobe really represents you and doesn't represent a specific store. And that's kind of what I'm going for here. I want your wardrobe to represent you and your personal style and not represent a specific store. And so when you have a couple of different stores to shop from, you can then really pick and choose the pieces that are going, not just the pieces that that store has, but the pieces that really represent your personal style the best. So I hope that this encouraged you to branch out, to try a couple of new stores, and to really be intentional about building your wardrobe. If two women walked into J. Jill together, they would come out with different pieces because that's where personal style plays a role. And I want you to find the stores that really truly speak to your personal style. And I'm going to have a catalog linked below where I have tons of brands that are categorized by personal style so that you can say, okay, well, you know, I really like this, then maybe I can also check these out, right? Let me know if you think this is helpful. I always love hearing from you guys. Don't forget to like this video if you like it. Comment below, let me know which of these stores is a go-to and which you might check out next. And don't forget to subscribe if you haven't already. I just hit 10K and I am so excited. 10,000 subscribers. It's been a minute to get here, but I'm so happy and so thankful for those of you who have joined and decided to subscribe to my channel. It's absolutely free, and we can keep hanging out. It's so much fun. So I love having you guys here. Thank you so much for making this such a great journey so far, and I will see you in the next video.